Hello and welcome to another and hopefully the final episode of the Sonic ERaZor Playtester commentary. Last time we left off with the game beaten and now we just have to do some cleanup. The plan for today is simply beat the Blackout challenge to get the last unlockable, and after that it's mostly just showing you the secrets, unlocks, and just whatever else might be worth talking about. I accidentally went to the credits. By the way, we did have a brief discussion about this thing, in the sense of I personally was pretty much convinced it is kind of weird to reach now, but we eventually decided on, I think, a little compromise. I'm not sure anymore. It was a weird time, especially because we were very close to the deadline. Oh yeah, just a little something. If you go down here, you just see real, which, thing is, we are about to enter the Blackout Challenge. And the Blackout Challenge is likely the stage that got the most the most drastically changed. It used to be just you play Unreal Place again, but with different controls. And everything is just dark. Now it got a good amount of changes, including the area where you entered, which just looks really cool, and especially that effect looks awesome. And now we are here. First off, this is basically a good version of Sonic Force special stages, as in you control the rotation and not the rotation controls you. And the skulls you're seeing here are, from what I remember, from the Sonic 1 prototype. Either that or they were just skulls left in the files. I'm not too sure about that anymore, but they were actually once planned to be used, then they got cut, and now they are used again in this hack. Once again, it plays like a Sonic 4 special stage essentially. If that was intentional, I genuinely don't remember anymore. But hey, I'm just a playtester. The actual developer of the game, Selbi, can obviously just add some stuff to this. But yeah. You might notice the skulls flickering a bit. I'm pretty sure that was a hardware limitation, but it adds a bit to the aesthetic, I guess. Also, a little interesting thing, this stage does not, if I recall correctly, does not have a casual version. If you enter it, you just get straight up yeeted into Frantic mode, and you also have to beat the game in Frantic to unlock said challenge. And you but we did think about what would the Frantic difference be. It started off as this annoying sound only playing in Frantic. But eventually we also had a version of a game of a stage that looked more corrupted and broken, which eventually got used too, just in a different way. And I think the original idea might still be in this, not sure, we'll have to check that. And yeah, just the stage in general, because it became a lot more original, with only a few elements of the original Blackout or Unreal Place design being carried over, like this ring here with the barricade where you need to collect the ring, or the end where you have two emeralds sitting there. But that is pretty much it. The rest feels very original by now, and there is a reason for that. Basically, there was one change which was made that just completely gimped the difficulty of the Blackout Challenge. Or in general, the difficulty of the Blackout Challenge, of all the special stages. Also, Jesus Christ, I expected us to be stuck on that first section for way longer. But yeah, basically, this is also completely new, this section. You are faster, everything is, well, light, it's just more frantic and all that. But yeah, this hitbox change it just led to the special stages being way easier, because the hitboxes are now actually fair and not bullshit like in the old versions. Which just led to the need to kind of redesign this stage more to actually be a challenge. Also, here's the stage breaking apart more and more, which is also what was previously intended to kind of be the design of the frantic mode. But yeah, essentially just design changes for the band just to get some difficulty out of this. And I guess I just played the stage way too much for it to actually be tough anymore, except this, because the broken nature of the stage just, it disorients me, especially if I have to talk about the game and just recall stuff. I'm not sure which version of the Blackout Challenge it was anymore, but I did beat one of them while being drunk. It might be the original. Like, I was just pretty drunk because just some party was going on, and I just decided, hey, why not drink a bit? And eventually decided to just try the Blackout Challenge, because why not? It's not like I'm the only one who did a drunk playthrough of the game. Not saying who, but if you're familiar with the hack in Hack's history, you might know who. Anyway, but yeah, I think it was the original, where was still the pretty difficult Unreal version. Might even have had the original hitboxes as well. Not too sure about that anymore. I just knew I had a fucking headache that just killed me the day after. So I was probably very drunk. I'm not sure how drunk anymore. So, I expected to be stuck way longer, so I had some more interesting facts prepared. So let's just start with Selbi's favorite bug in this. Which, well, I don't know if I have too many thoughts still, but hey, Selbi's favorite bug in the hack is that sometimes I think he got around to fixing it in some way. Not too sure about that anymore. But like, there was a glitch where it just could randomly happen that the checkpoints just, like, you know, it's usually, now we are just in formations of one, but usually the checkpoints in the special stages are two, side by side, just two standing next to each other, and for some reason, it just always happened that only one got picked up sometimes, which is just kind of weird, and we don't really know what is causing it or why it is happening. I am currently wondering if I'm going backwards. Might have been. Let's go this way. But yeah, eventually, like I've said, it might have been fixed by now, but it definitely just kept creeping up, which was kind of fun. Okay, this is what I was afraid was going to happen a lot. Just me being in a train of thought, talking and talking, and just completely losing track of where the hell to go. I'm gonna try to continue going down this path, because just, the checkpoints, I can't just trust the length of play without reaching a checkpoint in this case. And due to the brokenness, I just can't really remember where I have been or where I haven't been yet, and this at least doesn't look familiar. And that's because that was the correct path. Great, we got the win block, and just in time, because I actually kind of ran out of things to talk about in regards to this. Holy crap, you did it! You've conquered the Blackout Challenge. When I mocked you back in Unreal Place and said you'd have to do the entire stage blindfolded, I didn't think you'd actually do it. Thank you for sticking with my game to the bitter end. It means the world to me. Selbi. And at this point, if you manage to get this, you also have my sincerest appreciation. Like, it's just incredible. I obviously can't really talk much about the difficulty anymore because I've constantly played it for the last couple of months. But like, I'm pretty sure the hack can be pretty tough still for some. It definitely was for me when I first played it the first couple of times. I used to think this game is a very nice challenge of Sonic skill and just in general in some interesting ways, simply because it just has so much variety in it. But yeah, this is something I might have forgotten to show in the original, and I can't show it to you in the last part, and I can't show it to you really now because I already unlocked the other stuff. I can't show you the messages anymore, which is a bit annoying, but thankfully there wasn't really a lot to talk about anyway. We just had some trouble tying it into the whole ERZ thing we started putting in because it looked cool. And yeah, we had to think of some names. It wasn't that difficult. We eventually got the names and just kind of stuck with them. Z for Zenith, or however you pronounce that word. I have never heard it in my life, only read it. You have unlocked True Inhuman mode. All hail our new overlord. May the gods have mercy. Okay, I don't know if it actually said something right there. I'm not too sure. I have my volume because the mic is so close to the laptop and I can't prop it up properly. So I just have my laptop audio very low so you don't hear it like you don't hear the music double in some way. But yeah, we did it. We 100%ed ERaZor. But we still got some stuff to figure out and to show. Which would be some Easter eggs and just some neat little things to show anyway. For example, we have cinematic mode unlocked in I think it's for beating casual, which is just always having the black bars on, which is just pretty nice, pretty cool. Let's just quickly go into Night Hill Place, the first act, and just play this while I one, show you an Easter egg, and two, just explain a bit about the trouble of the black bars that we encountered. I'm not sure I can actually get there with normal Sonic, but we can always try. And yeah, obviously with the black bars, I am not really able to give you much info about that stuff. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, there's a platform. I'm just not seeing it because of the black bars. But yeah, one thing I would like to note actually, I'm not sure if I already talked about it, but might as well talk about it again. The super peel, oh god damn it, the super peel out is only on up plus A instead of A, B and C, which is because one of the people who occasionally did tests about this just had trouble with accidentally triggering the peel out during during some boss fights. And yeah, here we have one of several locations of this smiley. I already told the story of this smiley, which oh so torments me because it ages the heck like absolute milk. But the short version, Selby likes the smiley. I don't think it really should be in a timeless thing at all. I lost the battle after some circumstances and he put it in multiple places in the egg, one of which I found for the first time in the second part of the playthrough, which I can only recommend you watch because of course I recommend you watch all the parts in the series, but especially that part was just, in retrospect, pretty funny. And the smiley is also a TAS speedrun prevention thing, as in there's a bug where you can just go way too fast and just skip all the level gates, and it just ends up you just get into the end ring, which is now impossible because the end ring only appears if you beat every stage. Other than, if not, then there is just the red smiley, yeah. But yeah, the Black Bars just had a pretty interesting and difficult story because what was intended to be a simple change ended up causing so many issues, and it just was the first couple builds of the implementation before we got Flooded Compa on board, who helped a lot with the technical side. Before we had him on board, the first couple builds with the Black Bars were just goddamn unstable, just breaking everywhere. Because apparently adding these Black Bars was a nightmare. But while I can't give you exact infos on the technical side, I'm pretty sure Selby is potentially gonna make something about the Black Bars. Be it a post, a video, I don't know. He will probably make a video on it, simply because it was such a big chapter of ERaZor 7's development, which caused a lot of issues, and it was just crazy. But yeah, Black Bars causing issues, very unstable. Fun fact, we thought it would be quick. Ha! No! Oh, there's another thing I want to show you with the cinematic mode, which is, there's one stage where it just doesn't work correctly because of reasons, and that is here in Labyrinthy, which is also getting a nice little text box to hear that out. Hi, so the Black Bars do not work in Labyrinthy Place for water reasons. Sorry about that. Those water reasons being, well, if I remember correctly, the water and the Black Bars together just isn't possible. It's not possible to do. Technical thing, I can't really say anything about that. It's just, you know, I'm just a playtester. I have no idea about technical stuff. Then another thing that is also need to show is the Black Bars actually work in the special stages, if I recall correctly. I haven't played in a while. Yep, the Black Bars do work on here. Once again, technical stuff. No clue how it actually works. It just does. I am really not the guy to give you technical information. If you want that, you must annoy Selby enough till he just gives in and does videos on the technical difficulties. Which, I mean, his Sonic 1 title screen video was pretty interesting. Maybe he just has maybe he is just good at making those sorts of videos. I don't know. But yeah, we also unlocked the visual effects. We have motion blur, the piss filter, and we can have both at the same time. I'm gonna go with both at the same time. And we are gonna see that, which is just... It works best on a CRT with bad video stuff, but it can look nice. It's also probably gonna just turn the video to shit. So maybe I will deactivate the motion blur, because I actually want you to have a watchable experience. Well, as much as it is in my ability to give you that. So we are just gonna go with the piss filter. Piss filter, just something that movies and video games in the early 2000s or 2010s or whatever did. just looking like someone smeared the film in piss. Which, I don't know, it doesn't really look good in most cases, but it can look nice. Anyway, having this on actually does lead to a pretty neat Easter egg, which is actually my fault. Having the piss filter on causes a lot of the stage to just have a very nice palette rotation effect. Well, mostly the pillar things, which names I forgot. And that was originally a bug that always happened, until I decided to have the black bars and the piss filter on, or rather the cinematic mode back then had the piss filter on automatically. And I saw this and I just thought, this looks nice. I will activate the black bars again just to show you it more clearly and what I saw back then. I did also have the motion blur on, but for the sake of having just, for the sake of it actually looking good, the video looking good, I disable the motion blur. Anyway, cinematic mode, piss filter in Scar Knight and Star Agony actually just looks very nice. I just really like how a lot of it is completely black. And just the palette rotation, it just looks so good. In my honest opinion, if you don't think so, that's totally fine, but I loved it and I just wanted it to stay in the game somehow, so we got this compromise of it only happening in cinematic mode, or rather piss filter mode now. And just, I love it. I love the stage so much, the music, the graphics, this Easter egg, it's just, I love the stage so much. Which is funny because on my first couple playthroughs, I hated the stage for the controls. Now I can't imagine playing this stage without these normal anti-grav controls, and the golf controls can suck my dick. Well, maybe not that, but I don't like them. Anyway, we got 2 more major things to discuss. Not sure if I missed any other big Easter eggs or if that was it. If I missed something, obviously I will make a note of it in a comment, probably. Or the big man himself can obviously also leave comments and corrections if I did something wrong. But anyway, first thing we will do is go through Inhuman and let's just find a little neat extra, which is up here, which is where you would normally always come out in casual, but only once in frantic. Go this way, make sure you don't fall in that, otherwise you land in the tutorial. I think it was the tutorial, was it? Probably. And then we got this broken mess. At this monitor. Oh my god, what have you done? Everything is ruined now. But hey, you've made it this far, so you clearly can't get enough of ERaZor. Of course I can't. I played the game to hell and back just to see if it works on real hardware during development. And yes, there were a lot of hardware specific bugs if you were wondering. Mostly because the developer insisted on using gens. One of the least accurate emulators there is. Well, lucky for you, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Easter egg info dump. Because otherwise there's no chance in hell you'd ever know these were in the game. First up, debug mode. When you're in the final phase of the Selbi screen, mash the ABC buttons 20 times. Which is once the screen is just there after the explosions. Secondly, are you a speedrunner? While starting a new game, hold A in the casual/frantic menu to auto-enable all skip options. Thirdly, for my fellow nerds, here's a link to the source code of Sonic ERaZor. And lastly, for the true masochists out there, And one thing we will talk about a bit before I end this video. Hold A, B, C at once while entering the options menu for a tough twist. True BS mode. Absolutely unfair, completely does nothing at all, probably not fun. Have fun. And that wraps up the info dump. Enjoy these random bonus features. There's just one last thing. The level is still a complete mess. Yes, I was too lazy to fix it. Bite me. This text was originally also very broken, but it caused a lot of issues with other stuff. So yeah, unfortunately that had to be removed. But we still got a little reference in this. People who know will probably know. I don't know, I'm not saying it. One thing I really wished was oh yeah, also if you hold A and press start, you can skip text boxes. I don't know if I said that already. But yeah, one thing I really wish would be the case is if the brokenness of it all actually stayed through the game. But I'm not sure how plausible that is, so that's probably why it isn't there. I will show you TrueBS soon, but I do want to quickly check if TrueBS is... I didn't really check out TrueBS in a while, so... yeah. Oh yeah, also, non-stop in human mode lets you do this. You can just be free. And basically, if you touch any of the gold blocks, or in this case skulls, you just break. They turn into bumpers and you can press A to make them blow up. Also, I did realize I can't really show it because wait, give me a moment. True Newman off again. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't have, yeah. I thought I had cinematic mode on for some reason, but I didn't. So let's just go to BS. True BS mode. Holding all the face buttons here. Now we have the gameplay style True BS. Let's just go out now. And we have this going on. Just the stage, just the tutorial, the hub world being completely upside down, out of whack. And let's just... oh yeah, also the music is pretty fast. I'd say let's just quickly go back into the Blackout Challenge just to show you something. And after that, I will tell you a bit about the history of why it's saying place, place, place. Also, we are back at the goal blocks, which you can barely see anything, which also made the original stage a lot harder. You didn't see anything. But yeah, why place, place, place? God, the story is so long ago, I'm not too sure I remember it anymore. But basically it was either a bug or just a little experimentation which just resulted in the title card saying place, place, place. And it just... I don't know, everyone on the team just thought it was extremely funny. I don't know why anymore, I do still think it's funny. And it did start off as an Easter egg, just every stage you enter and you hold A, B, and C, you get that title card instead. Which just, it didn't happen, which like, that was at first how it happened. Then we eventually put, after that checkpoint and special stage dispute, we eventually agreed on the place, place, place Easter egg, also removing all the checkpoints in the level, I think. That also eventually evolved into removing all rings in a stage. Which then eventually just ended in, yeah, we're just gonna do some bullshit and yeah, I can't be bothered to do this. So let's just try to beat a stage in True BS mode. Actually, not sure if you can beat some of these stages. It's not known if the mode is beatable. If someone does, I haven't seen it yet. Would be interesting to see if someone actually did though. Anyway, I would say let's just try beating the special place. I mean, sorry, place. Because that should at least be doable. With the that should at least be doable without any checkpoints. At least for me, I should be able to do that. And if I can't do it in like 3 tries, which this now being the second one, then I will just give up. Might come quicker than I realize. I'm just gonna keep trying a bit and just... I guess I can... Like, if you're here just for the future, and if you're just here for a Sonic ERaZor 7 playtest commentary, I am pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm done, basically. I showed you what I had in mind and told you what I remembered of the development. Some interesting stuff might have been lost in me just forgetting them or whatever. For these little fun facts which I might remember at some point, I will make posts about them, or maybe Selbi will cover them in some of his videos. And yeah, but yeah, if you're here for the ERaZor 7 playtest commentary and only that, then this is basically the end for you. I don't got anything else to say. Video is over for you. However, if you liked my style of commentary or me as a person, or for some reason you enjoy my voice, here are some future plans for this channel. I do plan to keep on making videos. At least as long as I'm not running out of ideas. I do plan to just do Sonic hacks mostly, because I really like playing hacks, and it's one of the easier things that I actually can record. And it's just it's something that just is pretty close to me now that I have been a playtester in not just this, but also the Sonic is Alone hack Selbi made, which I might do a commentary video on. I am not too sure yet, since the hack only had a 12 days development cycle. I'm not too sure how much I could actually say about the hack. But yeah, maybe that will be a video, not the next one. I do want to do some non-Selbi stuff first for the next few weeks. But yeah, essentially I do plan to just continue making ROM hack videos and just do commentary on them. Obviously, if I'm gonna play stuff like VS Factor or Sonic VR or whatever I'm going to plan on playing, obviously I'm not gonna be able to give developmental history on those things unless there's like interviews, which I will likely not find somewhere, or whatever. I will try to give out neat information that I can find, but I'm not really gonna... I forgot that happens. Anyway, I still intend, of course, to at least talk about the hack that I'm playing, but obviously it's gonna be a lot more casual approach, basically. I'm just gonna play and talk about whatever, and just having fun, I guess. If you don't want that, if you only wanted the ERaZor 7 playthrough, that's fine. I can't stop you from leaving and never watching my content again. But if you liked what you're seeing, don't worry, there's more to come. Obviously. With that said, I would like to thank you all for watching this 4-part saga. If you're gonna stay for more, or if you're done with this channel, all good. I'm just happy if anyone is gonna bother. But yeah, with this, I'm just gonna say thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and just, yeah, thanks. And have a wonderful day, or night, or whatever it is while you're watching this. If you're watching this, I don't know. Anyway, I've talked for way too long by now, so bye.